Alright, hey everyone, this is Trevor. Welcome back. It has been quite a while, I know, since I last made a video here. But I am glad to say that I am coming back to making videos now. This is going to be one of my first. And if you can tell, we're already looking at something, but I don't want to show off just yet. So let me tell exactly what I intend to do with this series. I've decided that I really don't like doing the whole survival let's play as much. So I've decided to make a sort of creative mode version of that. I intend to create a world that I can play as either survival or creative, but I really don't have to follow any rules in. Mostly because that's kind of what killed my last series, as I cheated by going into creative and it ruined it for me. But if I start off with the rule that I can play creative whenever I want already, then I should be able to keep this going pretty easily. That wasn't the only thing that killed it. There was also the fact that the ocean update had just come out and I had already explored like everything around the volcano. So it was just basically I couldn't do anything with the new stuff. And it has been quite a while since I played. I came back to find all these new walls and stairs and slabs, some new blocks, mobs, and I'm just like, wow, they did a lot. Also, I really like some of the new textures. But yeah, so we're here in 1.10 now, I believe, and we are going to get started. As you can see, I've already done a little bit. I wanted to build a nice little starting point. I wanted to have, like, done beforehand, at least. So this is it. I think it looks nice. Oh, hello. Oh, look, now there's two bunnies. I actually have seen a few of those wandering villagers walking about, which is interesting. But yeah, so this is going to be basically the spot right in the center is the spawn point, and we're going to branch off in many directions. Up here I've started mapping a bit. Oh hey, those are the new phantoms, I believe they're called. Yeah, I haven't slept since I'm in creative, so they just keep spawning. Yeah, so I've explored a bit. I think I want to have a nice desert section over here where I can build some pyramids maybe. And there's this cool mountain range here that I want to do something cool with. Basically, I just want to build. That's what I've always enjoyed about the game, just building. So being able to just do that is something I think I can enjoy. And if I have reasons to build, like I can make it survivally playable. Like I'll have farms and ways to get everything. Also, there is a village over there and one of those pillager outposts, I believe they're called. I'll show that real quick while I keep going. So basically, yeah, I think this new version, bleh. This new series, yeah, they're all dying. Poor villagers. I'll repopulate it later. Maybe. Yeah, this is the pillager outpost. It looks cool. I do think this new series, though, I will enjoy a lot more, and thus I will keep it going, because if I don't have any rules that I can break, I have no reason to quit. I can't get upset for doing something when I have no rules not to break, if that makes any sense. I do love these new village buildings. It's going to be really cool. Oh, there's a cat. Also, I am on experimental mode, which I think does mean a few things are here that normally wouldn't be. Like, I don't think the bell normally appears. I want to see the cat, though. I heard pandas and cats were added. Cats are now, like, separate from ocelots. That's kind of interesting. Ooh, what's this building? I have no idea. I'll have to look up a lot of new stuff. Oh well, I wonder if the blacksmith's still around. Kind of interesting. So yeah, I do think this is going to be an interesting series that I can enjoy, and also, I do want to let everyone know, if any of you are watching by now, that you can ask me to build something down in the comments, and I will attempt to add it to the world somewhere, because I do want to have this be a sort of co-op experience between us, and don't worry, this will move somewhere else eventually. I don't want to just sit here, I just needed somewhere to put it, and I've kind of already started building a bit of a design over here for our sort of tower. I have a plan to do something. Like, I'm going to have another tower either there or there. Haven't really decided yet. And I'm going to bridge off from this one to it. And, like, have a spiral, that staircase in each one that sort of goes back and forth between them. So probably there, so it's a little less distance. But I'm not completely sure. I also built a nice redstone-y, I think it's called like the etho door. Possibly. It's just a 3x3 with a hole, but I think that like etho is like one of the ones that uses it the most. It does have a slight delay, I noticed, but I can't really fix that with the way I designed it. It's not really like that bothersome to hit a button. I was more concerned with all the blocks moving at the same time. So that part's nice, and it works at least. Yeah, so I think I'm going to keep building on this for now. I want every episode to have a lot of building in it, because that's pretty much what the whole series is going to be about. And we'll see how it goes from there. I'll see you in a moment.
Alright, back everyone. I must say it has been actually quite a while since that last bit. And I might have got a bit ahead of myself. Yeah. There's a lot here. I haven't had the time to record, so I just kept working on it. I've changed the terrain here a bit. I'll show off more in a second. And I decided I'm putting a tower here, and I didn't want it to match that one, so I went with this design that I'm working on. It's going to be kind of tall, as you can see. The stairway goes up to it here, and it's going to somehow come up here, probably just spiral around. And then it comes back across here, and it will finish spiraling out up here to come out onto this part. Yeah. So, look back at it all. I changed up the terrain a bit, I said, and I've added these giant windows, because I really think it looks nice on them. I'm not completely sure. I'm not sure if blue is the correct color. I think it went well. I can always change it, though, if I need to. But I like it. It looks nice to me. It's a gentle, soft color, so to speak. And I'm making sure everything is very well lit everywhere. I don't want any mobs spawning, for example. I'm going to finish designing this, and I'm not completely sure, but I think I'm going to make it continue, very high. Because I think I mentioned this in one of my past videos. I have this idea for things I want to call elytra towers, where it's basically just an easy way to get to the basic height of the world, so that you can fly off in any direction. I mean, yes, there are launchers and stuff you can use, or you could use fireworks, but those are kind of difficult to do on Pocket Edition. I've tried. It's not the easiest. And the launchers cause a lot of lag, so making a lot of them would be a bit out of the question. So, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to have some structures that reach immense heights, so you can fly all about. So, yeah, I think that'll look nice. I'm going to have some, little plateaus here. I'm going to put some buildings up here. I'm going to sort of build some sort of, village in this area, I think. All the vines are growing down. Fun. I'm going to, I think I'm going to somehow wall this area here off a bit and have, an actual stair so that, it holds back the dirt or something. Haven't completely decided. It's probably going to go, right through here, along this wall, and then just roundabout into this area. And there might be a little path, a flat that goes along here to something in the wall there, and this will all be gone so it's flat again. I think that'll work well. Hi, Bat. What are you doing? But yeah, so that's that. I've done a little bit more exploring, as you can see. I wanted to know everything that was around my area, but I don't want to go too far. I would not like it if I were to explore so far that I make the same mistake as last time, for example. Yeah, there's an end portal. I've already went and dealt with the dragon so that I could work in the end if I felt like it. I've also been to the Nether already. There's not a portal here anywhere. I am working on coordinate systems with the Nether right now. So I have a portal directly at 0, 0 in each world so that I can easily track coordinates from there. Haven't made the one for here yet. I will have a nether hub though, most likely that will make easy travel. So looking at the map here, I have some plans. For now, I'm going to stick in this area probably and work on this. I want to get like started on the village here at least. But I do have many other ideas I want to take care of. For example, this whole area in here. I'm not completely sure what I want to do with it yet, but somewhere over here, I want to build another essential elytra tower, and I want it to be a lighthouse. An absolutely massive red and white stripes, just all the way up. And I want to make like a rotating light at the top and everything, even if you can't see it from distance. Oh well. Or I could make like a double lighthouse sort of thing, where like there's a light halfway down as well as out the top. That might look interesting. I'm not completely sure. Haven't fully decided yet. I will work on it though. And it looks like up here is a lot more desert, so I might move my idea for the pyramids and stuff up into here, because it's a lot more desert. And that was one of the little sand temples, or whatever they're called, desert temples, I guess. There's another pillager outpost way over there. I think you can actually see it if I come over here and turn render distance on full. Let me try. I think I can see it. I have to keep my render distance pretty low to get decent recording. Yeah, really low render distance. Let's get some high up there and see what I can see. Whew. Oh, I thought you could see it. Maybe it's just still loading. I know I have seen it all before. I was able to see that one and the one over here at the same time. Oh, interesting. It's probably just not loading very quickly. I love having the render distance this full. Yep, there it is. So there's that one. See if I can get them both loaded. Love having the render distance on such a high setting. Oh yeah, with this render distance, it's just because nothing's loading. Oh, come on, weather. Help me out here. You know that lags the game worse. Alright, there's that one. See? I can see both. Oh, and there's like a weird floating skyblock dark oak tree over there, which was kind of interesting. But, cool. So, yeah. I'm going to probably go ahead and just keep working on this for now. Going to finish off the design here. Oh, it's really lagging here. Hold on, let me turn that back down before it crashes on me. Yeah, so I'm going to finish this. At least the section here. I might make it a little taller. And I will up the stairs probably all the way up. I'm probably going to put like another layer inside of the blue so that it's solid all the way around. I don't want it to like have all this other stuff showing. Yeah. Oh, why is that there? I don't want just complete purple. Actually, I think this is magenta. If you don't know, I probably will work with purple colors a lot, because it's my favorite color. I'm going to use it a lot. And I really like how this all turned out. I think it's pretty nice. If y'all don't like it, you can always suggest changes. But I think I like this for now. Though I am kind of like, these sections are a bit bland. I'm thinking of making a banner. My own personal banner for the series. Haven't decided on that yet. It'll happen. Well, I'm going to finish that off and continue working on this for now. I'll see you all in a moment. Alright, welcome back everyone. It's been a little bit again. Say hello to our little creeper friend here. Oh, or not. Okay. As you can see, I did a bit more work. Wait a minute, I'm flying. So, I'll just go through the process, I guess. I changed up this bit a little. That was like pink in there. Now it's all lanterns, and I did this because I like this more, I think. And let me show it from here. I've made this little thing for connection because like the area between these two would have been like 2. I didn't want it to just be like this over and over again, so I've done it the pattern here in the middle to break it up. I got myself a nice little infinity symbol in there. I think it fits. I like it. I'm really fond of infinity. And then I decided to copy and paste an area of it all the way up to where it will go to. And yeah. Also, if you notice, there are beacon effects. I've got a beacon inside the tower. It's not completed, it's just this one side. And looking at the tower, I'm a bit worried that it's too tall. I mean, I want it to be tall. That's the point. But it might be a bit too bland, is what I'm trying to say. Though I do have some ideas to work on that. And I will do that later on. For now, the tower will probably end up looking very bland. I mean, if you call this bland, what I have. So I will work on that. Whee! I got some beautiful magenta and a purple beacon down in here, giving me all the effects I care to get. Also, I found out something weird. Or maybe not weird. Right here, I have this one set to the regen, but it's also giving me this. Strength. I did not know that it did that. I thought you had to choose the regen or the strength too. I didn't know it would give you both. So I do have strength. I really don't care for the strength as much, because I'm hoping once everything's lit up really well, mobs won't spawn. So, wouldn't be an issue. Yeah, so in here, I'm working on covering up everything from the outside, and I'm going to make some sort of like, probably just like a squarish spiral staircase going up. I'm worried it's probably not going to work out like first roundabout here, so it's probably going to go around twice to get up to here. And then it will continue going all the way up. Yeah, fun. I might just like use a command, fill this entire area up. Anything that's air, for example, I can just replace with the blocks. You can see where it got copied. But yeah, that'd be easier. And yeah, so this connect here, and I'm gonna have the rest keep going out because I don't want to try and build an elevator in this. Yeah. And as for the top of the tower itself, I have an idea to put sort of like a giant UFO looking structure at the top. Just a big flat top almost, I guess you could say. And it'll probably come out well over here-ish. A little big radius around it. And somewhere near the side of this, or maybe right in here, I think I'm going to put some sort of like air dock coming off the side. It'll depend on where the stairs are, but yeah. I'm going to have like an air dock come off the side, because I think that would be cool. Put like big floating dock with like balloons or propellers. I can talk right. And I'll put like some big floating ships out here. Though I haven't completely decided there because I'm not sure if I want to go for a wooden style on that or like a metal style. Like iron boats and stuff. We'll see. It'd probably end up like iron dock with wooden boats, but I could always like go mix, for example. That would also be interesting. So yeah, I do have some ideas to make it not as bland of being just a tall structure. So yeah, I will work on that. I'm also going to put something over here, I think, that goes up a bit as well. Like another tower structure. And then have like a bridge connection between the two to give it more character, because more is good sometimes. Not always, but usually. And yeah, I think this was about all I can really do to help it out at that point. Beautiful sunrise. And yeah, so I think I'm going to try and just finish the outer walls of the tower for now, up to that point, because I'm pretty sure that's where I want the top to be. It's about, I think, around 230 Y value. I do have to make sure to leave room for the actual top of the building. Yeah, pretty close. So yeah, I have up to 258 to work with, I believe. So that should be plenty of room. Yeah. Big building up here. And I'll have like launch platforms at the edges so you can just fly off with your elytra in whatever direction you want. I might also put... Ooh, that'd actually be a really good idea. I could put the map of the area up here. Anything around it. It will... I'll just make sure the map is like wide enough to include any elytra towers in the area. That would be a neat idea. Just each elytra tower have the map of its area and all the elytra towers around it, but I don't have to go any further than that. Because if I want to know what's beyond that, I could just fly to the next elytra tower. But that way you also always know where you want to go, because you could just look at the map then. Also, I remember something about banners being able to appear on maps. I'm gonna have to look into that, because if you like could label the banner or something, I could like label the tower, for example. Then again, I could just do it with like letters and make it like appear on the map. If I put a big white building on the top here, I could easily put something on top of it that, you know, survival you're never gonna really see. Spell out its name. That would work. I'll do something. We'll see. I think it'll be fun though. But yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna try to finish up these walls up to here for now. Just the outside. The inside I'll work on later, because I'm getting tired of working on this tower. It's getting a little bit boring. And I don't want this episode to be too long, after all. Also, I have an idea for what to do next. Close to. I'm going to put a building right here, between this wall and this wall. And it will probably come all the way to over here as well. I'm going to have like 2 little balconies for these 2 spots. Where the windows are, and it's just going to be a pretty big house that'll probably come out pretty flat with the surface up here. It's going to be the first house I build in this world, and I want to make it look as good as I can, though I'm not going to go like full on into decorations, because I think it would be better to try and do like all the miniature decorations, like plants and paths and all that stuff, after I've built most of the big structures in the area. Like these things. Like, it's hard to decorate around these before you know what you're building. For example, like, I don't know what's going to be right here, so I don't want to decorate the river yet. Like, depending on what buildings go over here, the river might want to look one way or another, and like, I'm kind of wanting to get rid of all the sand in it and the gravel. Go for like mostly an all dirt, or I might go all gravel actually. I don't know. I'm going to work on all this though and make it a lot better. Also, I want to add in more andesite to this wall. I removed it at first up here, but I think it looks better having a bit here and there in it because it gives it a little more texture. Yeah. But like, that's just decorating, and I could put some flowers, maybe flowers down there too, some like flower gardens. Yeah, but that's all just decorating, and I don't want to work on decorating right now. I want to build the big things first, and once most of the stuff in the area has been built, I can have like entire episodes dedicated to simply decorating. I think that will work. Because, like, like I said, it's hard to decorate when you don't have the stuff, and 2, that'd give me breaks from all the building. I don't want to feel pressured or anything here. Constantly building new stuff is kind of, like, boring after a bit, but if you take breaks to do other fun things, like, I'm gonna have games somewhere that I could play myself as a fun episode. Like, let's play some games. Have some fun, you know, that kind of thing. Like an amusement park or carnival. I'm not completely sure yet on that one. But yeah, I got a lot of ideas. For example, I also want to build a zoo. There's a lot of mobs in the game now. And I probably will avoid all the hostile mobs. But all the animals and stuff, we have a lot of those now. Yeah. A lot. So I can build like a giant zoo. I can give them name tags and stuff so they don't despawn. And I can make it look really grand. It can take up a huge space. And I think that'll work really well. So I like that idea. I also received an idea from a friend to build a Gothic lighthouse. Instead of like the big red and white striped one, I'm going to build that over that way. Well, I mean, I'm still going to build that one, but like he said, maybe off through in the ocean, if I find a nice, like, very tall mountainside, I could build a Gothic lighthouse on the side that's like a stone lighthouse. I love that. It sounded amazing. I even looked into it a bit, some Gothic designs, and I have some pretty neat ideas, I think, that'll work really well with that. So, I can't wait for that to come around. Yeah. And I will see you all in the next episode, hopefully with that finished. Bye-bye.